Any lineup changes for you tonight?
Yeah, Kuhlman's going in, Camphor's out, so we'll have more traditional 12 forwards, 60.
Front left, Tom.
Does that mean Rizek is not an option for tonight, or you're still waiting to see if he can be cleared today? Or?
He's not, hasn't been cleared, so he's out.
Front right, Mike.
Yeah, the physicality in this series has been an ongoing theme. I'm just wondering if this is just now a trend that we're seeing from last year. Washington was big and heavy. This is how you have to play in the playoffs.
Well, I think it's a good discussion, right? You've got this decade, I thought, the Bruins in 11, you got LA, they're heavier teams. I think Chicago and Pittsburgh, more geared towards speed, skill. So it's a good argument how to best construct your team. I think GMs go through it every day to figure out what's the best way to go. So this year, I think you got two heavy teams. Certainly St. Louis, I feel we're in that category. I think we got both, and they'd probably tell you the same thing. But I think comparably throughout the rest of the league, I think that's how we're perceived. So who knows, maybe the shift will go back that way. I don't know, but it's a good conversation.
Left side, second row.
Bruce, the working assumption is that you guys are going to come out with a big push tonight. There's obviously urgency, but my question for you is how do you, as a head coach, maintain that throughout the game, and how do you monitor that and whatnot?
Well, we need 60 minutes of our best. We've had pockets of that. I thought Game 5, we played pretty well. Had a breakdown in front. They finished over. I made a nice play. Or Sanford, was a hell of a pass through his legs. We had a breakdown. They capitalized. But for the most part, we played pretty well. But that eliminated those little difference-making plays in the game. So we're not going to try to win the game in the first 5 minutes. I don't think that's the right way to go. We've got to play consistent, solid hockey. Defend hard, keep the puck out of our net, be opportunistic offensively. We got the guys in the room that can score. We feel that way. Doesn't matter which one, but the good team defense all year. That's got to be our calling card. We want to get away from that. So that's kind of our MO going into it. Obviously, we'd like to have the better start. We did the other night. Didn't result in the lead, but it certainly puts you in a good place. So that's our goal tonight. On-time start. You want to get the lead, extend the lead, play winning hockey to close out the game. That's kind of our MO, and that's what it'll be tonight.
Front right.
Carson hasn't played in a bit. Is there something in his makeup that makes you feel like he'll step right in and be comfortable?
He's got a good motor. That's what we've liked about him. Sorry,
I was just saying, where are you placing him on the line?
Well, where he plays with Krejci, he's played there in the playoffs on that line. When the Coyle Johansson chemistry kicked in, we kept that third line together, so we slotted Carson in there. He's good in the walls. He's quick, good forecheck motor. The challenge for him will be like a lot of our guys getting inside in this big heavy D. But he is fast and he's responsible. And what I found with him throughout is if he sat for stretches of time, we didn't lose him. Power plays, penalty kills, whatnot. If we shorten our bench, he came back and give us the same energy, which is pretty impressive for a young guy. Usually you got to get him back on board. But he was a winner in college. He's got a lot of those good attributes. So he's used to playing a support role. So that's why we're using him tonight. We did it in Toronto, an important game, so we're not nervous about how he'll handle the moment. I'm sure he'll have some butterflies like everyone else this time of year, but I think he'll get right into it, and we feel he can help us win, so that's the reason.
We'll do one more question, front right.
Bruce, there's no secret that David Krejci hasn't produced in this series. Is getting Carson in there, has the possibility of also getting Krejci going potentially tonight?
Well, he can make some of those small area plays. Back's a little more straightforward, chip and chase, get behind him. We always felt David played his best hockey in a Crowley role in Nordstrom. It's just, we've got a Chari there, we've had Wagner there, so there's only so many roles, I guess, carved out in our team for that style. So, and David's been fine. He's matched up physically well against his team. It's just a decision we've made to be a little different. Maybe Krejci sees a few more pucks in the neutral zone in that case, get a little more speed off the rush, or speed on the original forecheck. We'll see how it plays out. Like I said, we've used both. We've been successful with both. We've lost some games probably with both the lineups, but that's what we're doing.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah.
The Bruins room will open shortly.